Hello, I'm Lynn Cuny, founder and president of Wildlife Rescue. I am speaking to you today because I have an announcement to make that is kind of a bad news yet good news announcement. And I want you to hear from me personally because y'all are our members, our donors. You're the people to keep us going. And I want you to hear about it before we make our public announcements. As you know, we have had a San Antonio intake location for about 15 years. And in the early days of having that intake location, we took in about 4,000 animals. It would change a little bit year to year, but now we're taking in as many as 10,000 animals a year. Over the past several months, we have been struggling with what that means and the consequences of those numbers. So the problem is now that the balance between the number of staff and that number of animals being met to where the animals get the care they need is just becoming really difficult to meet that particular balance. We also have a situation where so much funding has to go to San Antonio, and that's not our primary, as you know, that's not our primary animal care place. The primary animal care where all the animals are and where our clinic and everything is actually, of course, as you know, in Kendalia. So the funding going so much of it going to San Antonio, that's creating a bit of a challenge. The other thing is getting animals from San Antonio to Kendalia. We have to have several transports a day, 7 days a week. That's volunteers with only one staff person to do it. That's volunteers. That's not working. That's not working anymore. It's too much. We can't get all that done all the time. Nobody can get all that done all the time in a really efficient manner. And the other strange thing that's happening is that the public is now bringing us a great many perfectly healthy animals. And then we have to stop because the public won't do it. We have to stop, a staff member has to stop providing animal care, feeding a little baby, and take our animals back to where they came from, who the public thought they were rescuing when they weren't rescuing them. To answer and deal with all of this, what we're going to do for now is we're going to close the San Antonio animal intake part of our work. We will still have our location on Honeycomb, where we will be training volunteers and having volunteer orientations. Our admin offices and our development office will remain with our San Antonio location there on Honeycomb. We need to simplify everything, we need to have one animal intake, one animal care place. That is obviously Kendalia, our 212-acre sanctuary in Kendalia. Our veterinarians are there, the bulk of our staff are there. We simply need to have the animals going from the streets of San Antonio directly to immediate care in Kendalia. The really good thing about this change is that the animals are going to benefit, and that's what matters most to me. It's what matters most to you. The animals are going to benefit because they're going to get the immediate care they need in Kendalia. For those of you who have not seen our sanctuary in Kendalia and who have not seen our wildlife clinic, we have a video at the end of my announcement to show you exactly where the animals are now going to be going immediately. So thank you very much for supporting this organization. It is you who keeps us going. If you do have questions, we do have a link that you can click on to ask your questions. We'll be happy to answer your questions. You can certainly contact me, and I'll be happy to talk to you as well. I do hope that you will watch this video. It'll show you exactly where the animals are now going to be cared for first. I think that will be a really good thing for you to see just exactly how impressive and how large our facility is in Kendalia. So thank you again for listening. Thank you for your support. And let me hear from you if you have any questions. Thank you.